Today I'm going to show you how to create a new query in your dataset. In the previous tutorials, I showed you how to select data from a data table in the dataset. And by default, that method will select all the data in the data table. But sometimes you want to select certain data records which satisfy a search criterion. How to create that kind of a select command, and you need a new query in the dataset. I'm going to show you how to do that. I still use this DB demo project we used in the previous 3 tutorials. And if you look at this Solution Explorer, we have this dataset created. It's called the test dataset. I double click on this one. You can see the 2 tables. Okay, this corresponds to the data tables in our database, in the SQL database. We created 2 tables, courses and the students, but in this example, we only use the students table. You can see the students table adapter at the bottom. By default, there are 2 methods. One is fill and the other is get data. We have been using the fill method to fill the dataset table with the data from the external database. That will select all the data in the table and fill the dataset. But today we are going to create a new query so that you can specify a search criterion. You right-click on this student table adapter. This menu will show up, and you choose the first choice, add query. This wizard will show up. Okay, so we will use SQL statements and select which return rows. That's exactly what we want. Okay, you can create all kinds of selection methods. Okay, you can select which return a single value by using the sum, count, and you can update, delete, insert. So basically, you can create a lot of queries using this. But today, I'm just going to show you how to select the top few records. This is to help you with your project. Okay. So next, you can select as name, gender, age, major from students. Okay. So I want to select the top 5 rows. For example, I would say top 5. Select top 5. Okay, this is very important. Okay, if you want to select the top 5 rows, you have to put this in the SQL query, and from the table, and you want to order the table by the for example, we want to sort the table by age, descending. ESD means descending, okay? We want to sort the table records by age from the largest to the smallest, and then we select the top 5 rows. Then that will be the top 5 scores. The oldest 5 students, right? And we can also look at this query builder if you are not familiar with SQL command, okay? You can see this is pretty much like the access, so I will not go over this. And you can just choose, drag and drop, click, and point and click. Now, let's just execute the query to test whether this is working, okay? No, because now this is used the local database. We don't have any data in the database. Anyway, it doesn't return error, means it is working appropriately. So we just click OK. Okay, select top 5. From students, order by age, and we click next. Here you have to specify a name, and by default it will give you 2 methods. One is fill the data table, one is return a data table. Okay, and for now we only need this fill by, and return get data by, we don't use it, but later you may want to use it, but it is beyond the requirement of this course. So we just deselect this one and work with the fill by. and I want to name this as fill by top 5, for example, like this. Okay, fill by top 5. And click next and finish. Now you can see the new method, new SQL query method, fill by top 5 is created. Okay, then I just go back to my form design view, and I can put a button here. Let's just put a button, new button, and I want to name this as find top 5. Find top 5. Let's say that. Okay. Find top 5. And then I create a method for this. I just double click. Now the coding will be extremely simple. It's just you just fill the dataset table with this new method you just created. Okay. So we need to call the scores students table adapter. Call students table adapter 1 and fill by top 5. You see, in the past we only have a few. Now we have fill by top 5. That's the new query we created. And then we fill the data set. What is that? That's the data set. And the students table, right? So we fill this table with this new method, and only have 5 records, the oldest 5 students. And because the data grid view, you can see the data grid view, the data source of this data grid view is already set to the students table. So we don't need to worry about, you see the data source is already attached to data set 1, and the let's show the property. Okay, you can see the data source is set to the test data set 1 and the students table. So we don't need to worry about the connection between the data grid view and your data set. Once you change the data in the data set in the students table, the change will be automatically reflected on the data grid view. Okay, so now let's see whether this is working. Okay, and here is the okay, now we don't have any records, so I can just insert a few. Oh gosh, let's see. A1, let's fill one real quickly. So MS save. Okay, saved. AB saved. ABC saved. We change the age. 19. BCD saved. 20. 2 saved. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need one more. Let's say 3. Saved. Okay. Now we have 6 records, right? Now I want to show the oldest 5 students. Now I select top 5. Now you see only 5 records are displayed, and they are reversely ordered by age. Okay, so this will help you with your project when you try to display the top 3 scores. So I hope you find this helpful, and good luck with the project.